Hi guys, welcome to Knit for Brains podcast. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is episode 92. You can find us on Instagram. We have a Ravelry group, a Facebook group, also on Etsy under Knit for Brains Designs. And Karen?
You can find me at Loopy Stitcher on both Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my design on Ravelry also underneath Loopy Stitcher's design.
Okay, that straw is really noisy.
Clink,
Sorry,
clink,
guys.
clink.
Yeah, it's very noisy. Okay, so I don't think we mentioned we're knitting, sewing, crocheting, kind of whatever we're doing at the moment. Podcast. Shopping.
We're professional shoppers.
We are professional shoppers. We're located in Bradley, Illinois, 60 miles south of Chicago. If you haven't been here before, I'll give you that info. We're going to, really quick before we do FOs, do shop business. I didn't sew. I haven't been home. So I'm going to run a sale in the shop. No coupon code needed. Everything's going to be marked 10% off. Anything that's in there except for the drill bit adapter. So basically just bags. So I will really quick, because some of you guys have already seen these, run through what's left in the shop. As far as inventory, I'm not going to show insides or anything. Just going to 2 blue baseball sock bags. 3 blue.
I was wondering.
3 red. 1 red popcorn. 2 knitted hearts. 1 denim burgundy. Should be 3 of these, I think. 3 of these that have the print on the other side. And 1 of those that has the pocket. 2 medium zippered unicorns. 1 medium zippered doggy. Which you're going to be shocked because I bought fabric. And I'm a dog person, but I did get some cat fabric.
Oh.
Yeah. Little yarn balls. 1 medium red knitted hearts.
I'm sure it was the yarn balls that got you.
No, I know there's cat people out there, so I decided, I haven't done anything with cats. Mainly because I'm not, drawn to, I'm a dog person, so I have 1 Doctor Who sweater bag. So I will definitely have I shouldn't say definitely, because then something will happen, but I should have a shop update in 2 weeks with all new fabrics. I have, a bunch from vacation, and we'll be starting them slowly, because I don't want to throw out my neck again. But all those I show will be in the shop, and they will automatically be marked the 10% off. So there's that. Karen, do you have an FO?
I have 2.
Okie dokie.
1 is the easy one.
Oh, the one that you're doing over at my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to hold my straw so it doesn't ching-ching.
Is another...
You didn't weave in the ends yet, girl.
Yeah, well, it's close enough. It's close enough. And of course I started another one. So that was an easy one. Just the sugars and cream. It's hard on my hands after doing so many the last time. I was like, I haven't really picked it up lately.
That's why I had, even though I had a bunch of the sugars and cream, I ended up buying some of the I Love It's Cotton from Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
I love that cotton.
Problem is I have so much of the other stuff.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
But I knit a bunch of them out of that, and I really should get back to doing that. Well, actually, we will get back to that, which Karen doesn't even know yet, so we will talk about that in a little bit.
Cool. All right, I finished my hat design.
Oh, you were almost done with that, too.
Yep. I was actually... for the markers. finished knitting it, wrote it up. I already have somebody that's promised to test it. I could probably use a few others. This is on worsted weight. This is ShowReelStudios, her worsted weight. I think it's like this colorway is like a blue-green. I can't remember the color. You know, the ball band is sitting exactly where I saw it on my desk at home. I saw it over the week, and I was like, oh, I got to grab that.
Well,
And there it still sits.
you probably already told what the color was at some point.
But yeah, just a simple kind of slouch.
Her ends aren't woven.
No, my ends are...
Do you have something against weaving your ends?
No, I do not. So there's the pattern.
Well, you know, some people never weave their ends and they just wear it that way.
Oh no, I'll weave mine in. So, and then the top.
So we'll keep you updated on this one for when it gets released.
Fun, simple, especially since it's worsted weight. You can go rather quickly and get it done.
Well, we should be... We'll end up getting closer to, you know, fall. We'll do another hat-a-thon.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll set it up where, like, if you knit any of her hats, and I think I have one hat pattern that you'll get, like, dual entries, that sort of thing. Yeah. So we'll make sure we do that come fall.
I know I had quite a few people pick up my other pattern, my fall cable pattern, so I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that'll be able to do that one too.
Yeah. All right, I have FOs. You ready for this?
How many? I know of one.
Now remember, guys, I was in Vegas for a week. So she's like...
I think she was on a mission.
I know. I thought for sure. I told Brett, I go, oh, she's so focused right now and trying to beat me.
No.
It's not even funny. And then he'd keep looking at me when I was working on a pair of socks. You're not done with those yet? And I just got done telling him to be quiet. And then Laura texts me and said something about, you got those socks done? I'm like, what is with you two? I'm like, I don't knit that fast.
I had a class final that I had to do during the week, so that's where I spent most of my time. Okay. So I do have a finished object. It's just you guys can't see it.
I showed this last time, the tulip tunic that I'm knitting. I was knitting on the Knit Picks. I don't remember the Stroll Blue Yonder. This is what I have left out of 2 skeins. So I've done 2 skeins. Because I did the bigger size, the 2-year size. I had to think for a second. Oh, I didn't know I had
Now, did you have to hold that double or no?
No, it's single.
Oh, single. Okay.
But you go through quite a bit of it too.
Yeah.
Guys, look how cute. I think this one's even prettier than the pink one.
Yep.
I like all the... I didn't do anything fancy with the button. I used the same as what I used on the pink one because I had them.
Yeah.
So why bother, you know?
I still think you can get some length out of it, especially to open some of that lace work down, you know,
this was a very, very quick... All my projects right now are a very, very quick blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even take out blocking mats. I did the beach towels.
Yeah.
So you can definitely stretch them better when you're using the blocking mats. I'm just too lazy to get them out. I'll be honest with you. So that was number 1. Oh. This one was finished next. Then, you guys haven't seen this one. Because I started it after the podcast. It is out of PopGirlYarns. And it was a set called The Doctor Is In for Dr. Pepper, obviously. This is what I have left out of the 2 skeins. So, not a whole lot. Yes, I'm starting my balancing act again.
Didn't take long.
So, no. The pattern I originally was going to make, because I was like, oh, I know what pattern I'm doing. I printed it. I got the needles all out. Kind of looked at it funny going, really? That's the needle size they want you to use? Like, it was a larger needle size than what you would normally use for sock yarn. They're the designer.
Yeah.
I got probably about that much done. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. I probably could have just switched to smaller needles, but then I just went in my Ravelry library and I picked another pattern. Come find out, after I got about a quarter of a way through this, I remember knitting this before. I don't remember what yarns I used. I can't even remember what colors, but I remembered the actual pattern once I started knitting it. It's called Make It Happen by Finicky Creations. And they show it, like, in all different colors. I think they said, like, use 3 to 4 colors. I just used the 2, but called it 4.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it worked. And it's huge. This is also just blocked on beach towels that I actually just took it off the blocker. And I have one thing I need to fix on it that I discovered, which I think I put, yeah. How did that happen? Drop stitch. Yeah. Right in the actual. Okay. It started down here. You guys, this thing is huge. And this is without aggressive blocking. I did not try to block it. Ooh. As far as the length, I did.
See if you can see the pattern a little bit.
I did block it a lot going this way because
Yeah.
it was probably like up to here before I blocked it. Like
Yeah.
it was not. Yeah. And I finished this before the day. What day were wasn't I knitting on this? I thought you were here.
Last Sunday you were knitting on it.
Yes, I finished it Monday.
Because
No.
I was like, holy cow. You got a lot done.
No, last Sunday. I finished it Sunday.
You're like, you had 10 rows left when I left. You were hoping
Okay.
to get it done that night.
That's what it was, because we left Monday. So I actually finished it Monday morning. And I took care of all the ends, and then it sat until late last night. And I blocked it when I got home. So, yeah, I knit this really, really quick.
Yeah.
So, I think the colors were so pretty, too. So, that's another one. That's number 2. Then,
You realize this has become a little bit of a competition between the two. A very polite competition. Not really, but yes.
I didn't think I'd get that. I didn't, realistically. Yeah. Like, this just flew off the needles. Then I had cast it on, which I showed you guys last time. They were just at the toes, at the tippy toes. And that's the Fiber Nymph Dye Works Mountain House Spring. And that's those. So I was at the tippy toes. We'll put them in here for now. And I finished these in Vegas. So I knit on those on the plane. And finished them while I was playing slots. No lie.
Knitting and playing the slots. I can see it now.
So, got those done. Then, as one does, what am I supposed to do while I'm there the rest of the time?
Cast out another pair.
We cast on another pair of socks. So, that afternoon, when we went to the room for like a little, take your shoes off, kind of get a breather sort of thing, I cast on a new pair. This I used, don't tell me I have, okay, I have the tag. Desert Vista Dye Works, something speckled. Speckled jelly beans. And I want you guys to know that Brett wound all these with his new Swift, and he really liked it. He said it was much safer.
What's going to come back and attack him?
If you see that small pile of yarn sitting up there,
yeah, that's next.
yes, that's tomorrow's that he needs to cake up. So I cast these on the one afternoon. And I finished these last night as we were driving home. So, pair number 2.
I really like that colorway.
Do you want it?
It kind of looks like it's
It's a speckled jelly bean.
well, it's speckled, but it looks like it's marled. The way the colors are.
There you go. You want it?
I like that.
See what happens, guys, when you sit next to me and I have leftovers. So yeah, well, I had seen this knit up. Somebody knit it up that I saw. I don't know if it was a podcast or if it was a Instagram or whatever. So I specifically went to her shop to get this because I was like, that's really pretty.
Cool.
So, 4 FOs. Go me.
And one pair, well, and 2 of them you had not cast on.
Well, that other pair I had, like...
But I mean, that pair of socks and that shawl you had not cast on in the last 2 weeks.
No. I'll tell you what, doing that shawl, because I was so close, I'm like, it's getting done. My thumbs were, I can still feel it in, my thumb joint right here. If I push on it, I'm like, oh. So, it was a whole lot of knitting.
Yeah. Sometimes I get like that too. It's like down in this area, I get sore if I knit too much.
And I brought them in my special Vegas bag I made for myself. Because when you go to Vegas, you gotta have a Vegas bag, I guess. I don't know, that was my thought. I don't know. I made this last year before I thought I had a sneeze. Nope. Okay, before we go to whips, which whips you will not be impressed on because I did not work on my sweater, even though all I have left is sleeves. I did not... I don't even know what else I have going on. Do I have anything else going on? Surely I have something going on. My pattern, my Moo pattern.
Your
haven't
pattern.
touched that.
Because you finished the cowl the last time that...
Yeah, so...
You had finished that.
I have one new whip that I literally just started this afternoon. And other than the FOs I showed, that's all I've worked on. I didn't work on my sweater or any of that, so...
Coupon codes.
Coupon codes, coupon codes, coupon codes. 1822. Lollipop Girl Yarns on Etsy. Good on her hand-dyed yarns and patterns. KFB 15 for 15% off. And that applies to any of her advent calendars, which we will be opening the first 6 days of her advent, her Christmas and July advent, later in the episode. But she has a Halloween one up and a Christmas one. Let's check her out. SkileyknitsFiberArts on Etsy. Use code KFB19 for 15% off. Also in her Ravelry, which is Amanda Rate Cole, use code KFB19 for 20% off any of her patterns. I almost messed up. Tiddly Bakes. I really need to just cross that off. Tiddly Bakes. 10% off code KFB10. Now she's been putting out some cute progress keepers. Words. Speaking of words, Jenny, Cherry Pie Cottage on Etsy. Use code DISCOUNT100 when you spend $100 and you get 10% off. Sweater weather is coming. Yep. Carrie, ShowReelStudios, who I've still not contacted, on Etsy. Use code KFB20 and that will get you 20% off your entire order.
And I've actually seen you write that down that you were going to follow up on that.
Yeah. Biggest can be. Contact her. I also have that other note sitting on the chair by my couch about contacting Mr. Snapback. Haven't done that either. I'm great at this, aren't I?
Yep.
Okay, so.
You were on vacation. I'm going to give you that excuse.
We'll give that excuse. Yeah. You know, I have to build up to these things.
Yeah. Not all at once.
Not all at once, no. All right, let's talk about a new Cal. Cal. Knit along. I already have a thread going in our Ravelry group. We are co-hosting with a lot of people.
Oh,
So that means a lot of double dipping.
cool.
Okay. Our friend Brittany, who has the Comforting Craft Ravelry group and Facebook group, is doing her dishcloth along. Through their church, they donate stuff to El Salvador. This year, her church is asking... Oh, wait. This year, her church had asked for 500, but was short notice, so they made it to 200 this year. She'd like to hit the 500 mark for this coming year, so she would ship these in 2021. The dishcloth along, it's very simple. Runs from July through December. The only thing that we ask, you knew we were going to ask something, is that you use 100% cotton and that you contribute them to Comforting Crafts. When you're ready to do a shipment, save a few, you can reach out to her on the Ravelry group or Facebook group and get her mailing address. You could probably reach out to me as well. I do have her mailing address. I know she wouldn't mind that. So it is being hosted, obviously, through Comforting Crafts, but also through us. It will be through Knick-Knack Knits, a Crochet and Hoovian, Happy Little Yarn, and PJ Knits. So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. You can enter it in all 6 groups. So the likelihood of winning prizes is pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know what the other co-hosts are doing as far as how many prizes, anything like that. We typically do a few.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened up the thread. It does have, I put links for all the co-hosts, so it would be easy if you're a member of our Ravelry group to go to that thread, post it in our thread there, and then just click on the link and I'll take you right to the other people's groups. Trying to make it easy for you. So yeah, July 1st to December 31st. And then after that, we will draw our winners. Cool. So there we have that. Okay. Whips.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one. That's it.
I have 5.
Yeah.
That's why I only have 2 finished objects. Because I have 5 that I did some damage on.
Yeah. I can't bring that. I can't bring that much stuff with me. I don't want to say scolded, but I wouldn't have been able to buy as much and bring stuff back with me if I brought too much knitting with me.
Okay, funny point. I was here the night that she finished packing. And you're trying to figure out how they were going to get more stuff there. Because when they go there, you go to the quilting stores and the yarn stores.
I went to 2 quilt stores.
Yeah. So the expectation is they bring more back. And there was a discussion in regards to where we're going to find this room.
And every year I hear, this isn't going to happen. We're going to have to ship stuff back. This isn't going to happen. And every year I go, oh, it'll work. Because he's like a packing master. Because he likes puzzles like that. Not puzzles, but puzzles like that. And he got, I don't know, we have plenty of room. Plenty of room. Literally, what we had in 2 suitcases on the way there, he almost fit in 1 suitcase on the way back. Thank God we didn't have to open it for anything. So there was plenty of room. We did ship 1 item back, but I'll explain that later on when we talk about the trip. Do you want me to knock out my one? That way you can just go.
Yep.
Which I did actually post a picture of this on Instagram. I'm using my ginger snap bag for the first time. I love it with the blue glitters. And I love what it says, but I know sometimes there's kids watching, so I won't say it. Okie dokie. Little man is coming soon. So Grandma's whipping up a newborn vertebrae.
I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Because I knit peanut one. And that was the most worn cardigan. Well, you know how many yarn shows she had that on? And fit the longest. So I'll probably actually make them a couple of them, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great pattern if you're going to have little ones. Because Peanut wore hers forever.
Yeah.
So start a little man one. And I'm using Lollipop Girl Yarns. And it's called Little King of the Castle. As it should be. And it is this beautiful blue. Kind of matches my one nail there.
There she goes.
Yeah, see, I had Vegas nails, guys. And they don't match.
So that way you can match everything.
Yeah. Well, and did you see they have little fireworks?
There you go.
And she took like some of every color of the nail and did a rainbow. I don't pick my nail color at all. As long as there's glitter and they're not like all green, because I'm not a green person, I'm fine with whatever she does.
That's not in your face green though, too.
Yeah, that's kind of a pale, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she knows I don't like green. So, like I said, I just started this. Really just started this, guys. Because I finished, we had running around and stuff to do, so, I don't know, maybe an hour, if even. It was when I was eating at the restaurant. I really quick, I was like, before we walked out the door, I cast on stitch so I wouldn't have to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only 45, like I kind of count that at the restaurant, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I did this at the restaurant. I know it's kind of a sad little whip, but it'll probably be done next time.
You're a fast knitter.
I am not, Karen. I feel like I am one of the slowest knitters out there. Like, I get a lot done because I have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
I sit for hours on end in it. You know, I don't have to hop up and down for a little one, or you know, my man-child, he's self-sufficient for the most part.
Follows direction. Volunteers to do a lot of things that most guys wouldn't.
Yeah, precisely. So,
And he does not. I've been a witness to it. I have never ever heard him complain about it.
No.
Which is great.
Well, and that's why, like, when I make dinner and stuff, I don't care usually that sometimes he'll walk right past me making dinner, see like I'm dishing it, and he'll go lay down on the bed to watch TV. And I think, you were just here, why didn't you? You couldn't wait 1 second to take your plate with you? let me waitress and bring that in for you. But it doesn't matter. He brings me chocolates and drinks.
Yeah.
So fair.
Popcorn, chips, whatever snack.
He waits on Karen while he's here.
Asks me what I want. Special napkins.
Yep. Cakes my yarn.
Yep.
Goes fabric shopping. Which the fabric store was laughing again because when we went there, he had his t-shirt on that said, I work so my wife can buy yarn. And they're like, I was like, we're going to the yarn store next. He does have the right shirt on. Don't be offended. So, yeah. Alrighty, Karen, you were up. I can probably knit and watch and listen.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I did quite a bit. The first one you're going to laugh at, because literally I cast this off.
It's so pretty.
Like an hour ago.
Well, I told Brett, I go, 6 o'clock hit and I hadn't got I'm on my way message.
Yeah.
I said, she's trying to finish some FOs real quick.
Actually, I was eating.
Yeah, I was convinced she was trying to finish FOs.
I finished an FO and I did 2 posts for my school, so I was like, I got it. So I haven't even cut the yarn off. So I still have the heels to go.
So this will be an FO next time.
But it will be an FO. Wait a minute, let me double check. Yes, I was where the pink marker is on both because I was doing them 2 at a time. So all I need to do is put the heels in. and these will be finished. So they will be finished next time.
If you're keeping track, guys, that's one for Karen for next time.
Yeah. So this is Desert Vista Dye Works, her Grackle color, which when I'm done with this, you'll get this. Because I know you will like that.
I do like it. See, we just pass yarn back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice that we get to have different ones.
I'd hoped to actually have it finished.
You're really close. I mean, it's not going to take you long to pop. Well, okay, look. It won't take you long to pop in heels to those. Oh my gosh. Do you know how long those dark colors would take me to pick up stitches? Girl.
I will probably do it here because I have my special light that Brett got me.
Oh, that's good.
Because I have a seat.
She has a special,
seat
right by her recliner that he got for her.
Didn't want to make me feel like I was being left out.
Yeah, because I have one behind me. Now she has one too.
Okay.
Well, you're here enough. You need to be comfortable.
Right.
And it's not like we're lacking a light in the living room.
Nope.
Anyways, but it's just, he knows we're visually impaired.
Okay. Whoop.
And it's so cute.
I have started the sleeves on my Ginny by Andrea. The last time you guys saw, I was down here on the ribbing, so I finished the ribbing and cast off the bottom, the main body, and I'm actually going to do them, I decided succinctly at same time. And the reason being is because there is a pattern, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't so much the decreasing, it's just that the pattern, make sure that I'm doing it at the same time.
You didn't want to, instead of doing them concurrently, you didn't want to...
Succinctly? Concurrently? Is that the word?
Concurrently,
Words.
I'm thinking.
Words. My brain is still in school.
You didn't want to put them on and do them two at a time? I
did try that.
Okay.
But I was like stretching the cord across, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I actually had them on one long cord.
I personally don't think I would feel comfortable doing that. I think I would...
Well, my problem was at the point, like, when you do socks, at the two at a time, you have the cables where it goes across. And I was worried that at that point, between the cable and from me pulling to go to the other side, that I would end up with a huge ladder.
Yeah.
Even though it would have been on like the inside of the arm, because the way you pick up the sweater, it's actually at the bottom. For the sleeves, I was just like, I did one row, and I was like, you know what? I don't like this.
I wouldn't either. Well, I normally do my sleeves DPNs. Now, the sleeves on my sweater, because they are quite a bit bigger, I think I'm going to be able to just knit on 16-inch.
Yeah.
Which if I can continually just knitting around, I will. And I know somebody's out there yelling, Laura, get 9-inch. Get the mini twist. I know. But like, for sure, like this sweater here, the baby sweater, no, DPNs all the way. Otherwise, magic looping sleeves, for me, I'm fearful of the ladders. I'll magic loop a sock all day long, but not sweater sleeves.
So again, you guys have seen this before because it's taken me forever.
You know what? No,
vintage DK.
It has not, because you've worked on how many other projects? You've finished how many other projects?
I would say
and you weren't in a rush for this. I mean, it's 90 degrees out.
Right. That's the other problem. Other than sitting in the house, to actually sit outside or anything, to do something like this and have this heavy, no, it's not. And actually, this one, as far as the body ones, I was quick on this because I really do want this, the end result. So I really like how it's turning out. Okay, next.
Way to carry the whip section, Karen.
Yeah.
I
can do
told
that
Brett,
for
I'm
you.
like, I have no whips. Karen will have some.
Yep, sure do. So this is the library cowl. You can find it on Ravelry. It's another, pay-for pattern. I don't know if that picture's very
Is
good.
that
And it's a black one.
one?
You've done it before.
Did I do it or I was going to do it?
You did it and we're questioning it because you had it on 16 and we're wondering if it was going to be like big enough round.
Oh, okay.
I remember you doing it.
Okay. You remember better than me. I didn't even remember knitting that shawl, and obviously I did.
So the last, I don't know if I have this marked because the last time I don't, but I do know, pretty sure I know where I was.
You're sure I knit that? That does not look familiar to me at all. I don't think I did.
Maybe you didn't finish it. I know you cast it on. So I think the last time we talked, I may have just cast. I'm pretty sure I just cast on the green section. So I have made quite a bit. Picked it up this week and did several repeats on the green section. So, whoop, and I'm losing stitches. Yowza.
Oh, it's just a few.
And the yarn I am using is from Toad Hollow. It is a set. It was one of their Harry Potter sets, I think. These are the other. Whoop. These are, I'm actually adding a section. I'll find something to put additionally. But these are the other 3 colors for that set. I could have sworn you did that.
It doesn't look familiar, but I mean, who's to say? I don't remember half the stuff.
Maybe you question it, because I remember you asking Alisha about it, I think.
Well, if it was that long ago that I was asking Alisha, yeah, I very well could have, and I don't remember. You guys remember what I knit better than I do.
I am to my next color.
Woo!
Finally. I actually, they gave you an option of adding an additional, you could keep repeating before you started the leaf band, and I did one more. This is called the Silver Leaf. So, and it is another paper pattern on Ravelry. And I know you guys have seen this one before. That one. And I was for the yellow marker. So I got quite a bit done on that one too. And I've started the patterning on the leaf band section. So I know this one will be really nice to wear because it's the asymmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
I find they're kind of, for me at least, they're easy to keep wrapping around.
Because we're not stylists here.
No,
not at all. Mm-mm.
And again, these colorways, you've seen them before. It's by Deep Dyed Yarns. One's Summer Berries, and the yellow colorway is called Sturgis. And this is a sport weight shawl.
Did you buy that yarn specifically for that pattern?
Yeah, when I originally seen it at YarnCon last year and had taken a picture of it and really loved it and went home and realized I had the pattern already saved as a favorite. Hadn't bought it, but saved as a favorite in Ravelry. I'm like, oh. And then when we went to Greencastle, they were there again, and I was like, okay. Well, obviously, I need the shawl. If you love it, you take a picture and you realize you already have the pattern. And I love the colors, too.
Well, I was just thinking because sport weight is not something we typically just purchase.
No, I
Yeah.
specifically purchased it
So
for
I figured
that
you
pattern.
must have
Yes.
went in search of. And see, I was with her at Greencastle, but I don't remember all this.
Yeah, me and Alisha were in that booth together, and Alicia's like, "Oh yeah, you got to get that."
I think sometimes I'm just in my own little world.
There are times.
I'm so forgetful anymore.
Okay. The last one. Yep. See, told you.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, Brett, you don't have this thing done yet?
I don't know. This one's even heavier than the other one, though. That's part of it. So, I really haven't done much. But I am at the point that that's a lot of needles. Where to go? For the last time, I actually finished it off and bound off. And I'm ready to also do the sleeves on this one, too. So.
Okay, I'm feeling like either the camera is not in the right spot or... Because my chair doesn't move. And you seem like you're way out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you come closer, Karen? I won't bite.
Yeah. So I will pretty soon have two. I'm excited. I'll have two sweaters down here. But I did quite a bit of knitting.
Yeah.
As you can tell. And I should have taken a picture of it. I worked on my homework.
Okay, yeah.
I was given homework. You guys
We
don't know
thought,
about this.
okay, so not to... We almost teased you
I'm almost
Sunday.
done with it.
Sunday when you were over. We had a discussion before you got here, and we're like, I bet you she'll show up and it's already done.
I was so close.
Okay, we're talking about my puzzle that I've had for probably 3-4 years sitting on my kitchen table that just was not happening.
Yeah.
Packed it up and sent it home with Karen, which my husband was horrified because we took the whole puzzle apart. Everything that was done.
I was like, it'll be easier. Just don't try to.
Yeah.
I would have lost pieces.
That puzzle was a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. A nightmare. I didn't know. I will probably never, ever, ever buy a puzzle again. No, I know I will never, ever, ever buy a puzzle again.
Yeah, I am more than 3/4 of the way done. At one point, I actually didn't sit down to start it until last Sunday. Or Monday, yeah. I finally said, I was like, you know what? I guess I should do this. Otherwise, it's going to sit in my house for a while.
years.
So I sat down and got my table all cleaned off and set it out. And quite a bit of it I kept, some of it we had kind of kept chunks of it together. So that did help. And I almost sent you a picture like the first day to be like, see, look, it's just like we never took it apart.
Well, and on the plus side, now that that's like off my kitchen table, I have more room for my diamond painting, so I'll probably get back to doing that. So I have a really pretty one I'm in the process of doing,
Right.
but I haven't really worked on it because,
Yeah.
The never-ending puzzle.
Yep. I actually picked up one other pattern, but it ended up, I had made progress on it, and then, I'll get that later, made progress on it, and then screwed it up, and then tried to rip it back.
And then screwed it up more,
And screwed it up more, and then tried again, and like I spent like 4 or 5 hours on a freaking thing, and then finally I was like, oh, forget it. Just took out the whole thing, and it's the third section of the shawl.
That never-ending shawl.
Really, that's the only thing I have left. Is that third triangle.
I mean, I have all the triangles. I mean, we're gonna get these done. You're gonna get your triangles done, and we're gonna have a mattress stitching party together.
Exactly.
We'll have to make Brett film it because I'm sure we're gonna look like complete idiots trying to figure it. I sew with a sewing machine, so I don't even like to Kitchener. True story.
I always have to look it up every time.
I don't say,
I just have to get it to the point where I can start it, and then once I start it, I'm fine.
We do toe-up socks.
Yeah.
Don't have to Kitchener.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have acquisitions?
One. sorry, the other one didn't come in. And actually, I wouldn't say the word is reprimanded, but I'm on I'm out, maybe.
You were asked how much yarn you needed.
He doesn't even, well, problem is that sometimes he ends up saying how much I spend for the items. So I really need to work it out so that I use an account that he doesn't know how much I spend. But I'm not there yet. So, sorry.
Well, I mean, you don't boldly have yours out on this display neither, which is a good thing.
Well, no, I don't. I'm usually pretty good in terms of, even when I get it, I put it on where I work at home, and he like comes in, but it's like there's other stuff on my desk, so he doesn't really,
Well, he'd walk into this.
He's not very observant.
He'd walk into this craft room, see those cubbies, and be like, "Holy!"
Well,
and I'd be like, "Well, that ain't even all of it."
I've claimed my son is our youngest is moving out on the 20th.
Bye-bye. Here's your dishcloths.
They're sitting on top of the table that's in
go.
the middle of my living room. No joke. I was like, well, there you go. And that's where that one's going to go too. He's going to be like, what are these, Mom?
It's your housewarming. Get out.
Yeah. So I'm like, I already know his room is... Of the other two smaller bedrooms, his room is the bigger bedroom, and I've already claimed it. I said that will be my new office and craft room.
Mm-hmm.
So I plan on moving, because I have 2 shelves of the square cubes. Only one of them is actually put together. So I have quite a bit of yarn that I still have in like big tubs that I really can't get to. So I really don't know everything that I have.
It'll be exciting when you get it out.
I know. Then I can like do the
Every once in a while, I rearrange my cubbies, and I'll take a cubby at a time. I'll take it out, and I'll be like, I remember buying this. Oh, this is pretty. And Alisha can always be like, oh, you bought that at blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I did? That, or I'll take a picture of it and send it to Laura and be like, did you send me this?
So yeah, I kind of got put on timeout. Yeah, well, we'll see. I'll get around to something. My birthday's coming up, so,
exactly.
Tough turkeys. So this is by Yarn Cafe Creations. This is her, is that the colorway Atmosphere?
So you can always say you ordered it before the timeout, and they were being dyed.
Pretty gray, and this is 100% superwash merino. 430 yards for finger weight. This is going with my Lollipop Girl neon. That's so rad. For a shawl.
Mine's got to be dyed yet.
So
I have one coming. I ordered.
Yeah. I have another item that's coming, but it hasn't shipped yet. I don't think.
Did you pick a pattern yet?
No.
Girl, I got patterns lined up at this point.
I know.
There's a line. There's been so many fun patterns come out.
The colors are nice and bright. It's not something that I personally would wear, but I know it's something my daughter would wear. Your daughter will love it. My daughter would hugely. When I showed it to the Totally Rad, she was like, I said, so what do you think about this? And she's like, oh, pretty. And I'm like, well, so I texted her. I said, what would you like out of this? Would you like, a hat or cowl or, a shawl or, and try to, and just was like, I could even probably make a partial sweater out of this because there was enough yardage. If I really wanted to do finger weight, I'd figure it out. She was like, ooh, a shawl would be really nice. So I'm thinking actually for her, like a crescent shaped, to be honest.
I'm going to do that 8th Avenue, cozy up, and there's a pretty darn good chance that it'll end up going to Alisha.
Yeah.
So.
Because
Alisha's very much like Karen's stuff.
There's like 10 colorways in that. In
the pack, yes. There's, So I'll have extras, or I can switch up the pattern, and because I think you only have to have 8 minis for the 8th Avenue.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so I guess it's my turn then, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I didn't order anything. That's the good part. Well, let's see. Let me put it this way. Start by opening the advent calendar, which I was really good, and I have not looked at Instagram. Oh, there was goodies in there. A ring pop. And because it's Christmas in July and the theme was Life's a Beach, there's water balloons. Okay. I gotta find day 1. Day 6. Day 2. It's gonna be the last one I pick. Day 1. Margaritaville. And this is from PopGirlYarns. Look at me, I'm like, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's day 1. Look how pretty. I'm not going to put these back in the bags. These are going to end up being a sweater. These combined with my Christmas one and my Halloween one from her. So I plan these.
You're going to do
out.
another sort of like the other one you have?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll do that same one. It depends on how well I like that one, or if I'll do the Scrappy V. This one is called Sand in My Toes. Okay, I see that.
Ooh.
That's 2. 3. The beach is my happy place. And I got this in the 20 grams, 80 yards, if you're wondering. Okay, Laura, I might need a full skein of this, please. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's totally you.
Yeah. Full skein, please. Thank you. Day 4. Bomb Pop. Oh, she's got little, like, beach themed stickers on them. I like this one too. I know I like this one too. That one's really pretty. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. Bomb Pop. Mermaid tail. I feel like I need a stick of dynamite to get in some of these. Oh.
I sense a pattern, people.
Okay, this one's really pretty too. Look at that. That one's really pretty too. Well, I mean, I have an empty cubby right there.
Yeah, you do.
In my defense.
Like, that's really empty for you.
I know. Oh, I forgot to read what this is. Wave jumping. Oh, there's a goodie in there. But let's deal with this first. Because it's another me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a little blow-up beach ball. It's a little blow-up beach ball. That goes really good with the theme. How cute. Okay, so that was the first 6 days. Oh, I think something. Oh, yeah. That one had stuff in it. Hey, I made half of it in there. Yep. All right. Okay. So, my other acquisitions. Making sure I'm getting this right thing. Okay, so we went to Vegas. We left last Monday, and we actually had a little clip of when we were there, so I'll have it insert that. Hi guys, we're here in Vegas. Not really sure where. He'll tell you where.
Not sure how well this will come out either. It's kind of noisy here right now. But you can see we're in the Link Promenade. We got the fountain behind us. So we just wanted to say
There it
hi.
goes.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's getting me a little wet.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. And then we went to the quilt store. I mentioned that. Then we went to the yarn store, Sin City Knits. And we have another clip right here. Hi guys! Well, we're still in Vegas. We're getting ready to go see Debbie at Sin City Knits at her new location. I wonder if I'll find anything.
She will.
See you guys later.
Bye.
And I found some goodies. So, I've been to Sin City Knits before. They relocated. The owner, Debbie, absolute sweetheart. We actually ended up going 2 days, if truth be told. It happens, guys.
Yes.
It happens. I thought I had notes on my phone, so I didn't forget anything as well. So hold on, bear with me here. So, just making sure I'm not going to forget anything. I did get some goodies. Now, first off, I'm going to go ahead and give Karen her goodie that she gets for doing my puzzle. She gets a gift. And is this not the cutest packaging that Debbie has for when you are gifting? It is adorable. And it has their little sticker there. So this one is for you.
Oh, that's hilarious. It is really nice.
Mm-hmm. It's very
Little sticker.
heavy duty, and it's a Velcro.
Huh. Ooh. Got a little pin. Ooh, this is pretty
Now
nice.
this is Debbie's hand-dyed yarn, Wild Aces.
City Yarn Wild Aces, yes.
She dyes this herself.
Stock weight 450, 80, 20.
Mm-hmm. There was another one that was like a
nice.
burgundy, but you have a lot of burgundies, and I thought this was still kind of in your...
Oh, yeah, totally in my
And I liked
wheelhouse.
that one as well. So I was like...
And the actual little
Speckles?
Gosh, words. And there actually are like purples and deep burgundies and almost some browns in there.
I have to say, I follow her on Facebook, and she does lives. And she was showing a pattern. And a big basket of her hand-dyed yarn. That was not going to be released until, I want to say it was, I might be wrong, but I believe it was July 4th. We were there before July 4th. And I was kind of hoping that I'd get a little sneaky peek. Because I had seen on the video that there was some that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have to ask. She let me. So I got to shop it. And I was very, very excited. And that was from one of the ones I had seen on there. If you follow her on Facebook, she does do lives and shows like her shipments that come in, the yarns that she dyes, and you can call her if you're not local and order it to be shipped to you.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's really, really nice. I have her card here, Debbie. She does have a .com, it looks like, but I know it's not set up yet for like placing orders, but you can call her. Not a biggie. So that's their little shop logo. So, when we were there, my husband, because he goes into the yarn store with me, noticed she has a map on the wall. And it's for, you know, you put your push pin from the state that you're in so they can kind of keep track of, like, where visitors are from. Words. So Brett did that because he noticed it. So we'll insert a picture. Okay. Let me show you. I did get 2 skeins of yarn that I cannot show because they are gifts. But I will show you the rest of my goodies. Okay, so I got her Wild Aces in this gorgeous blue.
That is pretty.
This one's an 80-20 as well. It's so
soft,
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one, I saw it on the Facebook. I wanted to do that pattern. So I said, can you write that pattern name down for me? I have an awful memory. She says, honey, I bought 10 copies of it. I'm going to gift it to you.
Oh, how sweet.
It's called Old Vine. This is one of the ones that Brett's going to be kicking up tomorrow. It's called Old Vine. And it is so pretty.
Ooh, yes. Yeah.
I know I'll probably be cursing it later because there's a bit of lace.
It's not overly a lot.
It's not overly a lot. It is a really pretty pattern. And she had it knit up in the store.
Mm-hmm.
It was even prettier in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really, really excited about that. So there's that. Then, and I wanted to get the needles to do this. And I wanted a 40-inch, but she was out of those. We got a 32. You know, I like the inch crunched up anyways. So I'm thinking it should work out okay. There's those. And then, there we go. Okay, I got her July colorway.
Oh my God.
This is killing you, isn't it?
Yes.
Sin City Yarn. This is her July colorway, guys. Look how pretty that is.
That is gorgeous.
Is that gorgeous? I told her she's a beautiful yarn dyer. She really is. And I felt so special being able to shop it right away. I was just like... I was like, honey, I had so much fun. And then we went back a second time. It happens. Don't judge. So, yeah, I had to get that one. I had to. Then, okay, this is not hers. This is Mad Tosh. I don't know why, but this called my name.
That is something that's unusual for you, but it's beautiful tonal.
Wino Forever. Wow. Could have been the name.
Sometimes it's the name.
Wino Forever. It was in a box still. I shopped the box. I mean, she didn't mind, so she's like, well, it's not even marked. I'm like, it's okay. Just put it with my stuff. I kept going back. I don't know why. It was sitting in a box on the floor, and like my eye just kept traveling back to it.
Yeah, and I think the neat thing about this, though, is it's not just one color. It looked like it's one color, but as the color, the light shines on it, it's like the tones change shades.
But you can see why this would grab my attention in a box.
Yeah.
I don't have any of their yarn.
Really?
Really.
I don't think I have theirs either.
See, so don't act so shocked.
At least not with that label.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she gifted me a skein. Of course, I had to go back to her hand-dyed and my husband was making fun of me because I stood there for so long trying to decide. I was like, oh, do I want like the one I got for Karen? Do I want this one? Okay, what am I going to use this for? Is it going to be a Peanut project? Is it going to be a Little Man project? I really like to knit for Peanut. Well, Little Man doesn't have much. So, like, and he's like, seriously, it has
Options.
never, he goes, it has never taken you this long to pick out a yarn.
Options.
I ended up going very different.
Yes, she did.
For little man.
Yep, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This might actually be another baby bird.
Yeah, and since he's coming around in August, that'd be a great fall.
September 2nd.
September.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a great fall cardigan colorway.
Look how pretty. And that is one of Debbie's hand dyed as well. Yeah. And this is on her platinum sock, 7525, 450 yards. Nice.
She's playing Mary Poppins again. She's down there. She keeps pulling more stuff.
I also got a pen. So I think that's all I got from her. All I got from her shop. Guys, oh no.
I'm not.
Hold on. There's more. See, we just got home last night.
Mm-hmm.
Late. So I didn't really unpack like the sort of stuff yet.
Yes.
So that's why I got a Sin City Knit Shop.
Cool.
Shirt. Pink. And gray.
Very cool.
So, yeah, we had a lot of fun. Brett was in there talking. We were chit-chatting with the ladies. Like I said, Debbie's really sweet. You guys should definitely follow her on Facebook and you can see all her pretties. Well, what I didn't take. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll like colorway. Her yarns don't have names. It's only a bummer, but I'm okay with it when they're this pretty. And we can tell you, names are hard to come up with. Because we started off this podcast with having a name for the episode, and so now, Brett's like, oh, you have to always have it's hard sometimes to figure out, like, what to call things,
Yeah.
It's like, oh. So, yeah, these are being added. This one will be caked up tomorrow. That's going to be really pretty in that. It's so fluffy. So, let me make sure I didn't forget anything. I mentioned that she has online, that you can order online. She will, I believe, at some point. She's still settling into the new shop, so there's a chance that that website, she might have been, get the stuff on there. But like I said, it's easy as could be. If you see her on a live, and you see something you like, give her a call. She's, we'll take care of you. So, that is Debbie, again, at Sin City Knit Shop. Okay. The only other things... Sorry, I did get a new mug. Just because it's so pretty. Because, I don't have enough of them.
You know what I just thought of?
What'd you think of?
You bought yarn to match your mug.
Oh, I did. I actually bought the yarn first. This was second. I did get some little souvenirs, and some of them are being worked, like, will be for knitting, basically. So, every time I go to Vegas, I always get pins. And I use my pens all the time. So, I got that one. You can tell I always go towards blue. So, these get put on my knitting tray. And I always buy little Las Vegas pouches, because notions. Then I found, and I have one of these in my purse, and I love it. It's a little notebook, and it's held shut by your little pin. So once you take the pin out of there, you can open it up. Now, how nifty is that for a knitting bag? I have one in my purse, and it's came in handy a couple times, where he's like, hey, do you have something to write? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So I got that. Let's go in my, in my bag, a highlighter with different colors. My highlighters are all dried up.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute? So, I thought that'll come in handy. I should have had another. Don't tell me I lost it. I'm supposed to have another enamel pen in here somewhere. Well, I got a unicorn one. I'm going to check my other bag to make sure I didn't accidentally throw it away. No. I got a blingy owl keyring. Because why wouldn't you? Oh. I got another blingy keyring. Because yet again, why would you not?
As long as it's got glitter, bling, or sparkles.
Oh. I got a blingy bracelet. Put my name on it. But I had another,
It fall out in your...
I had another enamel pen. I'll have to check my bag of goodies that I bought for other people. I had another enamel pen that was basically like this, and then it has my name at the bottom of it. So, cool. Yeah. So I'll have to check for that. I don't think I left anything in the bag. If I did, it'd be in the recycle bin anyways. So, all's good. Okay. Do we have anything else in our notes? Do you have anything else to show?
No, but
We have
if
something to talk about.
anyone would like to test knit the hat or the cowl from the last podcast, go ahead and message either, at the bottom for the actual video, or you can message me through Instagram or Ravelry. Again, I'm Loopy Stitcher, and then I can get the information from you in terms, so I can email you the pattern. I like to have a couple people test them. I have to warn you, the cowl has gone through changes. I have not knit it up with the new changes, but I already knew when I finished it that there was something else that I wanted to do with it that I thought would make it look better. So, but it's already written up, both of them, ready to email out.
There you go.
Yep. Hat takes worse than the cowl. You can use sock kits. Sock kits at least have to have a 20-gram mini that goes with it. So that can be finger weight. So that can be held double.
There we go.
That's it.
Alrighty. I think that's all we have for you this time.
Yep.
And look, we didn't even kill the battery. We still had 12 minutes.
Wow.
Go us, because Brett said, let me know when you need me to switch out the battery.
We're professionals here.
You don't need no stinking battery. We got this. So. Crazy.
Yep.
Okay, I'm saying that my highlighter's all dried out, but I'm seeing right in front of me, I guess I had another package of highlighters. Look at there.
Can never have too many, though.
Those sure look like highlighters to me.
They sure do.
Huh. I'll be darned.
You can never have too many.
I've been told that by somebody.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. You know how I said, the hubby's like kind of put me on timeout? Darn tootin', I'm going to put that in that yarn that you gave me in my bag and set it up in my room. He'll never know that I had more yarn coming home than I went.
Well, I mean, you can't really say anything about that because it's a gift. You didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, no.
And here's my other thing, in case you didn't catch it earlier. Okay, when did he put you on timeout?
It's been long enough. About a week ago.
Okay, so a week ago. Yarn takes time to dye.
Mm-hmm.
So if you would happen to order something that's ready to ship and it shows up, well, you ordered that, a month ago because it was dyed to order.
Mm-hmm.
And dyed to orders take time, girl.
Yep.
There's always a loophole.
Yeah. Yes,
And
and
if
just have to be sly about
And
it.
if need be, just ship them to my house. You open them on the podcast, sneak them home in your bag.
Then I'll never know.
No.
Because by the time I go home after we sit and knit, watch podcasts
He's
while
sound
I'm here,
asleep.
he's asleep. It's like the next morning or the next day after, what time did you come home? Oh, 11, 11:30. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning.
He
For
wouldn't
all
know the
he knows.
difference.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's that option too. If you guys need to know how to get yarn in the house, we can help you.
We have methods.
I don't sneak anything. I'm just like, he'll the package will come. He'll be like, oh, more yarns. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you guys. So, while we're in Vegas, we had some stuff happen. Most of you guys know that we lost our little dog Moo Moo in February. And we have gone for yearly trips to Vegas for quite many years. And Moo Moo always stayed at home. And Alisha and Phil and stuff would watch her. So we didn't notice this at first when we got our rental car. And we're coming out from a store. I don't even remember where. And we looked at the license plate. And the last part, I'll cover up part of it. The last part of the license plate, look what it says.
Oh my goodness.
It says Moo. Okay. That's the first thing. It gets better. We then go into Goodwill. Let me show you the first thing I saw.
Oh my God. Wow.
It got purchased. And we shipped it home.
That was the one thing you should
It will be arriving on Thursday. And there was like printing on the back of the canvas. So we looked it up. And this was originally a $70 paint by number kit that somebody painted. And wait till you see it in person. You can't see it very well in the photo. But there's actually like texture to it, like raised paint and stuff. Okay. I don't care if it's paint by number or not. Mine would not look like that.
Yeah.
So then, we go back to the strip. There goes Yorkie. A couple hours later, there goes another Yorkie. Next day, there goes another Yorkie. On the way home from Goodwill, well, back to the hotel, maybe 5-6 blocks from Goodwill, there's a Dairy Queen. Moo's favorite. 2 blocks from that, a Sonic, where we took her when we were in Arkansas. She loves Sonic. We think Moo Moo was with us on this trip.
She never got to go before. Why not now?
She wanted to see where we go. We used to go when we left her at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craziest thing. So yesterday then, I had a complete meltdown in the car.
I'm surprised you didn't have a meltdown before that.
I held it together really well. We're on our way home last night, and we hit about right past Matson, so we'll say 30 minutes away from home. And it hit me that she wouldn't be here. In the car, just sobbing, just crying. And he's like, and I'm like, I'm having some issues. Like he couldn't have guessed. I'm having some issues. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, I'm usually so excited when we get home from Vegas. You know, we get to see Moo Moo right away. She's not there. Now I'm just crying. And then, of course, I get angry because I'm congested.
Right.
Because, you know, you always get congested when you cry. So that was a rough one coming home.
Yeah.
But she'll be home again on Thursday with her picture.
Right?
So, yeah, we FedExed it to ourselves. We did. And it wasn't cheap.
More expensive for the shipping than it was for the actual.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was more more than what we paid for it at Goodwill, obviously.
Yeah.
The shipping was. So, we still couldn't have. It was between the shipping and the cost of it at Goodwill. Yeah, we could have bought the kit, but who's going to paint that? Are we going to hand it off to you in 2 years?
I would have sat on your kitchen table. Yeah, that's probably what would happen.
I mean, I have painted before. I do.
So have I. The
one
paint by
stroke.
numbers, yeah.
Oh, well, I do one stroke painting.
Oh, right. That paint by numbers I've done, and I've never really finished those.
Well, you'll probably really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because he had sent the picture of it to his mom. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to get that." And we had kind of circled around it, and then he tells me, and I'm like, "Well," he's like, "Well, we can ship it." Because there was a FedEx right in our hotel.
Yeah.
So she did go. I said I didn't want to ship it right away because I wanted to make sure I was home before she would arrive. So she sat in the hotel room and guarded our stuff while we were gone. We had like the picture just propped up by like all my purchases. Like the frame was there, and there was like yarn and quilts and yeah. So that was kind of amusing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Moo went to Vegas, I guess.
Apparently. Never got to before, but it's about time, right?
You know, that's one thing I couldn't do is, and you see a lot of people there with dogs. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend any mothers of young children and kids.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion. I personally would not enjoy a trip to Vegas with kids or a dog. I don't think it's the place for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Or at least
personal preference.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, some of the kids seemed like they were having fun.
Yeah.
But some of them just look terrified. And then they're pushing them around in these strollers, and it's like 102 degrees out.
Yeah, they can't be comfortable.
And you can't play the slots.
Mm-hmm.
How much drinking are you willing to do in front of your child?
Right.
That's kind of the biggest thing.
Right.
Some
of their shows they can't go into.
Oh no, yeah. There's a lot of those. And honestly, some of the things on this on just when you're walking the strip, some of these showgirls and stuff, they probably shouldn't be seeing. I do have to say the showgirls where we're at, and you start seeing the same ones day after day, different groups and stuff. They were really, really, really sweet with the kids. They always would wave at the strollers, and like little girls would run up to showgirls because they're in feathers and sparkles, and the showgirls always will take a picture with them and stuff. So they're really good with them and whatnot. But to each their own. But no.
Yeah,
not in my lifetime would that happen.
Going to an amusement park, that's completely different.
Exactly.
That's where.
Yeah. I don't see, just in my personal opinion, not if you're staying like on the strip and stuff, that as a family vacation. Like if you're going to Nevada and you're going to go do like the Grand Canyon,
right?
The
tourist
water
stuff.
park in Henderson, but we actually stay on the strip, and like a lot of the times in the evenings, we have this pole. We stand up against this pole. And then there's like a little seat on the thing where we can sit to. We just stand and sit, and we people watch.
Mm-hmm.
And we watch the girls and the guys, and and just.
I have never been.
Yeah, and you were off. We should have snuck you with us.
I know. I haven't done a whole lot of traveling. Period. Just never have done work traveling. Traveling I did as a kid on vacation, it was always to go visit an aunt or an uncle, and you stayed with them in their house.
That's always fun.
A couple of times we got to stay in a hotel. One time I got to fly as a kid when we went to go see my brother when he was stationed in Virginia. But I was a high schooler at that point. I think eighth grade, freshman in high school. But that's the most. I've done more traveling for my job than I ever have personally.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do little trips, but
yeah, I do more trips with you than my husband.
You're like, get in the car. Here we go.
It's like 5 hours to a yarn. Yeah, no problem.
We got this.
We got this.
I mean,
It's all in the destination.
Yeah. There would be a limit at
Yeah.
some point.
Right.
But, I mean, even if we could, like, drive halfway, stay the night, drive the
Right. There's always a way.
We
There's
tend
a
to work
method
things out.
for a madness.
Which, yeah, we got.
I already figured out what we're going to do in September, too.
Did you?
Money-wise. I already got that figured out
Oh, okay.
for me.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to go anytime. I'll be ready. Don't you worry. So, September, Midwest Stitches was supposed to be.
first weekend of August.
There you go.
It's always the first weekend of August.
They've now postponed it to September. Labor Day.
Labor Day
Yeah.
weekend.
It's not going to happen. Let's just be realistic. It's not going to happen.
I don't know that I
Not here in
wanna
Illinois.
go. Yeah.
Not here in Illinois is it going to happen. Because there's no way. What's our limit? 50 people? Gathering now?
Well, it's up to, depending on the venue, it's up to like 50%. Well,
No, but you
I
can't
don't know,
have a
but you can't
gathering
have
for
a gathering
more than.
yeah.
Yeah. And this
And
would be
that's-
considered.
I
So
don't
that's the vendors.
Right.
So I don't know how they would do this.
And I can't imagine all of the vendors who initially said they would go are necessarily going to even go.
Yeah. So we're waiting it out. We have a yarn store that we've been wanting to go to. We've talked
Mhm.
about going to. So our plan is, if that is canceled, we are going to go to this yarn store. We'll shop there, and then we'll get out our phones, Google, see what else is near us, and wherever we feel like going, that's where we'll go.
Yarn or us, here we come.
And it's hard to, although we don't always, like that one time we went into Five Below. Oh my gosh, don't ever let the two of us into Five Below.
That was really our first trip besides an actual, I mean, we were going to a yarn store. But that was really the first time me and you had really done a trip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We definitely made lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
In that trip.
Yeah, because the trip wasn't worth it, but we had fun.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to let you go because we have 1 minute left on a battery, and we cannot let Brett have to change it.
Nope.
So we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.